Hi, Ed. Where's my dad?
I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Oh. Then I guess I have to be nice to people at our house.
Be the host.
Yeah. You writers are so cool, knowing all those complicated
Well,
words.
you know, we're not that cool.
Should I tell Reginald to bring you something to drink?
That's okay, I'm alright.
Oh man, I want to be a good host.
Oh. Well then, yes. Whatever you want.
Okay, thanks. I brought you the whole picture, in case you want more.
Wow. You're the perfect host.
Well, it's hot as Hades. Even worse in this uniform. I'm gonna get changed.
Have you heard from your dad?
No!
Where the hell are you, Robert?
Cool. It'll be our little secret. I won't tell a single soul.
Huh? Oh, Robert. Finally.
Dad!
I didn't think you'd be here so early.
You told me...
What are you two up to? What's your little secret?
Secret?
Veronica?
Ed got here a little early because he wanted some pictures of me in my school uniform for something in his book. And he just took them on his phone, and they turned out super, super cool. You want to see them, Daddy?
That was the end of a beautiful friendship. Robert threatened to report me to the police, but I did it myself. They arrested me, obviously. But when they inspected my phone, the picture's metadata indicated that the photos had been taken with another device. Plus, the time didn't match Veronica's testimony either. They found the same drugs in my blood as the ones present in Veronica's meds, as well as all the pills she hadn't taken still in her room. Robert apologized, but we decided not to continue working together. We grew apart. Not long after that, Robert checked Veronica into a mental hospital. When I heard about her death, I called Robert in case, I don't know. He thanked me. We hung up and haven't spoken since. And that's it. I have no idea how Robert's been these last few years.
I do. He came to me shortly after Veronica's funeral. He needed help and told me his story. Veronica was 2 years old when Robert adopted her. I never looked into her previous life, nor her biological family story. But I have a friend who might...
Doctor, are you going to tell me what on earth Veronica has to do with any of this?
Veronica did not die in the psychiatric hospital. She died 2 weeks ago.
What?
Veronica is Faye.
As a kid, I'd pretend I was a pirate and unearth buried treasures. As a kid, I'd play spy games and discover classified information. As a kid, I made up a character I could talk to. As an adult, I buried my childhood. As an adult, I covered up my childhood. As an adult, the character I created took my place and never let me speak. My father succumbed to alcohol. My father got lost in obsession. My father lost sight of the world. My father became a stranger. My father was a reason my mother was unhappy. My mother couldn't put up with him anymore and searched. My mother's only way of coping was to search outside the home. My mother didn't deserve to be treated the way she was at home, so my sister Jenny was a product of that search. My sister Jenny wasn't supposed to be born into my family. My sister Jenny was the only thing that... My father reacted in the worst possible way. My father caused an accident that killed. My father deliberately killed my mother and alcohol led my father to cause an accident. Obsession caused my father to react. My mother and my sister died at the Brody Canyon. My mother and my sister were murdered at the Brody Canyon. My father wanted to liberate himself jumping off of that same... My father didn't have the spine to own up to what he'd done and jumped off of that same... Remorse led my father to jump off of that same... I'd forgotten how I felt. Did I feel furious, afraid, sad? Did I feel hatred? Did I feel alone? Did I feel nothing? As a kid, I'd pretend I was a pirate and unearth buried treasures. As an adult, I buried my childhood. My father got lost in obsession. My mother didn't deserve to be treated the way she was at home, so my sister Jenny was a product of that search. My father caused an accident that killed. Remorse led my father to jump off of that same... My Aunt Claire buried my childhood. I'd forgotten how I felt. For 27 years, I haven't known who I was. 27 years of writing to hide myself, only to turn into somebody I'm not. Drowning in sarcasm and lies. It's over. I'm not ready to ride a motorcycle yet.
A pleasure meeting you, Ed. I'm Dr. Lomas.
Doctor in what exactly? Doctor? You got 1 hour. One. Pathetic.
What did you say your name was?
I didn't say what my name was.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Mysterious. I'm Faye. If you could bring me some ice.
How did she do it?
Hi! Guess who's calling? The thing is, I'd like to see you again. Oh, and I think I lost an earring. If you find it, can you give me a call?
Maybe. We'll see.
Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's not your fault, sweetie. It's just that when Daddy's sad, he gets upset. You're never going to get sad or upset like that. Promise me.
I promise.
I was so thirsty, I drank a glass of water this big in one gulp, Mom.
Knight to B6, Sam. You're still screwed.
Where do you think you're going? I asked you a question, Eddie. Where do you think you're going? You think going out there and facing the world will make you someone? The hell it will. I know you, kid. You're a piece of junk like me. You're useless. You don't know how to love without hurting people. You ruin everything you touch because you don't really care about anything but yourself and your pain. You become me. I'm not going to let you go around hurting people like I did. Just end your miserable life.
Ed, honey, you finally went outside. Come and give your aunt a kiss. I knew we could do it together, just like we did last time.
The victory isn't ours. It's Dr. Lomas's.
Eddie, honey, we've already talked about that. Maybe you should lie down for a little bit.
I'm fine. I don't need to lie down. It's just I'd like to talk about...
Did you have breakfast? Do you want a little juice and some toast?
Why have we never talked about everything that happened? What Dad did?
Eddie, what have I always told you? Some things are better left unsaid. Or do you want some bacon and eggs instead?
When Mom and Dad died and you took me with you to San Bernardino, I remember night after night of you telling me how much Mom and Dad loved each other. How both of them watched over me from the stars with Jenny, happy to see me happy, because I had to be happy. I understand why you did it, but those buried memories slowly ate away at me from the inside.
I'm tired. I'm going to lie down for a bit.
Aunt Claire.
There are eggs in the fridge and enough oranges. After the nap, I'll make some 3-bean chili. We ate some not too long ago, but it's your favorite, so I guess...
Aunt Claire. Please, Aunt Claire.
I don't know what happened to your dad. I don't, or why he changed like that. It happened so fast, over the course of a few months. 2 years before the end. No reason or explanation. Your mother and I, we tried everything. We talked to him. We asked him. We begged him. We supported him. We got him help. But in the end, we lost him. All your mom had left was you. The the possibility that you could still be happy in spite of it all. And when we lost her, I did my best. I'd better lie down for a little bit.
Yeah, I'd better not bother her for now.
You like how the dock's coming along, boss? If I were you, I'd turn that frame over there into a bar, throw parties all day, all night, and people will be like, I got invited to a party at Ed Miller's yesterday. The writer, that guy, is living the life.
If they only knew. When was the last time someone came over?
Boss, you sure you want us to tear down the treehouse? It just needs a little paint and varnish.
Stick to the plan. Tear it all down.
Whatever you say, boss. But any kid would be thrilled.
Where are you? Night to B6, Sam. You're still screwed.
Boy, don't you remember anything I taught you when you were little, huh?
Why do I always forget about castling?
You always defend by attacking. okay? The trick is, always have a safe place for your most valuable pieces.
No fun if there's no risk involved.
No game if there are no pieces. What's wrong? Aren't you gonna move?
You're a wise old man, Samuel Franklin. Your chess and fishing advice is never really about chess and fishing, is it?
I'm just an uneducated old farmer boy. Stop reading into everything. The one using all the pretty words here is you.
Not true. We're more alike than you think.
You wish.
By the way, I know it's not your birthday or anything, but I saw this the other day in the window at the antique store on East Main, and I thought, well, Frankie Lane, chess, so, I don't know. It's a valuable piece, so, you know. Keep it in a safe place.
Know what? In the early 80s, I was convinced that the Russians were going to fry us all with a nuclear bomb. So I built a bomb shelter under the ranch. I built it myself, with no help from anybody.
Ah, I knew that already.
What? How?
Sorry, joking.
Anyway, it can house up to 7 people. Has running water, its own energy supply. No one knows it exists. Not even my nephew Adam. Just Esther. And me.
Why are you telling me about it?
Look at us.
Look at us, what?
Neither one of us has... I mean... We're both missing... We're family.
About that. I met, no.
Know what?
How long have you known?
Since Esther saw you leaving the mall. She saw the diapers. In the trunk of your car, too. I've been holding her back a whole week. So she wouldn't come drill you with questions.
Well... I met a girl a while ago and, no. The baby is... I don't know where to start.
No rush. Whenever you've got it figured out. As long as you know that if the Russians go crazy again, the girl, the baby, and you are all invited to live in the bunker. Anyway, boy, your turn. Are you gonna make a move or what?
Thanks, Robert, for coming right away.
It's no problem. I got the first flight available. Anything you need, sweetie.
Robert, this is Sheriff Nick Reyes from Cerro Lake.
Pleasure.
Please.
So, why the urgency? Is this about Ed? Has he gotten worse?
Robert, this might seem a little odd, but do you remember if Veronica had an unusual scar?
What? I don't know. Why would you ask that, sweetie?
Mr. Carrigan, we're asking about a very particular scar. On the right glute.
He was barking too much.
Honey, you can't just barge into the Cerny's yard without permission. And you certainly cannot take Skippy.
But he was hot.
He's a puppy, honey. He doesn't know how to swim. And that pool is really deep. Dear God, if I hadn't been there,